Hold out. Y'all are taking obsession to a whole new level, right? And when I say that, I mean like, people would say that the Love and Marriage Huntsville viewers are obsessed fans, right? But the thing about it, we watch the show. We watch the show. The majority of us follow these people on social media. We see all the nonsense that go on. We see the back and forth. We see the tit for tat. So therefore, when most of us are speaking on these people and the occurrences, like we know what's going on. We don't know for a fact the ins and outs, and I'm gonna continue to say that we don't know the ins and outs completely, but we know what we see, we know what they give us. So therefore, I think that we are entitled to speak on certain things. When I wanted to do commentary, I wanted to do commentary on shows that I watch, because if I'm interested and invested in it, then I'm gonna follow the castmates, the cast members. I'm going to watch, I'm joining lives, I'm looking at stories, I'm viewing posts, I'm there. With Sharrell and Perry, Sharrell said time and time again she does not watch the show. She do not follow them on social media. She said Melody is not a celebrity. She's not a star. Well, what is she, my love? What is she for you to be speaking on her the way that you do? Now, there was a question that they both posed. They said if they don't like Martel, why won't they let him go? Speaking on Melody. And to my knowledge, Martel don't want to leave. Martel don't want to leave the show. I don't know what other source of income he has, but he don't want to leave the show. He doesn't want to leave Huntsville. And if I'm not mistaken, at one point, Melody was trying to leave Huntsville, or she wanted to at least, and she couldn't because Martel was holding her there by way of the children, right? So she couldn't just up and leave her children in Huntsville. And I seriously doubt if Martel would have agreed to some sort of custody arrangement where Melody could just up and leave Huntsville, where she could leave the state of Alabama. So it's not like Mel is holding that man there. It's not like she's keeping him on the show. If you ask me, I think she want to get rid of him in all ways that she can. They were saying that Melody was taking Martel to court, preventing him from being a father. That she lied to the judge and said that Martel was hitting the kids. That's what the children said. She took what her son told her. Correct me if I'm wrong. She took what her son told her and she took it to the judge. But this was after, correct me if I'm wrong, this was after Martel took her to court to obtain full custody of those kids in order to get child support. Now, I'm throwing the child support in there myself because I think that's what he wanted. He wanted her financial records. He wanted to know what she was making. He wanted to know where the money was going. He wanted the money. So after he took her to court and all of this extra stuff started to come out, I don't think that it was Melody making up stuff to take to the judge to say, hey, he's doing this to our kids. These were things that the children were telling her that he did. So when Sharrell sat up and said, oh, she's lying to the judge that he's hitting the children. Well, you're really not calling her a lie. You're calling the son a lie because that's what he told his mother. See, it gets sticky when you start to speak on stuff that you don't know anything about, because now you're just throwing stuff out there. Now you're just trying to make it seem like, oh, she's just taking anything to the court. Now you're just trying to say she's preventing him from being a father. When Martel wasn't allowed to see those children for 52 days, 57 days, 59 days, however long, when he wasn't able to see those kids, that was because Melody, the mother, was following up on what her son told her. And she was doing what she had to do. And this is, you know what? I'm not sure if Sharrell and Perry have had any issues in their marriage with infidelity, lies, abuse, or any of that. I'm not sure. I don't know what type of man Perry is To me, he seems like a funny old man. But we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Sharrell has said plenty of times she's never paid a bill. He handled all the finances. So she's been more like of a kept woman, which is most women's dream. Like most women would dream of having a man that's going to take care of them. But then you get this ignorant stage where you don't know anything about life for real. You don't know anything about the real world for real. So you want to judge everybody's situation based off of what you have experienced, which don't seem like much. And then we get to the hypocrisy of it all. She was speaking on how I guess the millimeters, when you disagree with them, they dox people, they go into their background. Well, Sharrell, I've heard plenty of times where you say that's what you do. Baby, you pull up records. You pull background. You pull arrest records. You pull all kinds of statements on people. So they're not doing anything that you haven't admitted to doing yourself. But it's a problem when they do it. It's fine when you do it, though. See, this is why I'm starting to... there have been a couple of content creators that I really like. And then certain things would bring out, behaviors and actions within them that I just hated. And I was no longer a fan. And that's what I kind of hate about YouTube. It's like you get to see so much of a person's personality. You don't know what you're going to get from one day to the next. You really don't know who these people are. She get up here. She like to act clueless. She'll sit up and, oh, Perry, what do you think? Oh, for real? No, really? Girl, you know what's going on. She don't be wanting to say stuff. She be wanting Perry to say it. But it's really how she feel. And this Melody situation is getting out of hand when it comes down to Sharrell. It's just jealous women. People, you have these type of women that when they see beautiful, successful women, they hate it. They don't like it because that's not them. Mel went and rebranded herself with 4 goddamn kids. 4 small children at that. And looked good the whole time doing it. But we don't know what that woman went through behind closed doors, how hard it was for her to pull herself up and to get herself together. Sharrell can't do that. That woman walking around with purple lipstick on her lips and crooked teeth and talking about people like this that she don't know nothing about. Granted, we don't know Melody neither, personally. But from what we see, the vitriol that Sharrell has, what she spit out is just devastating. And it's confusing, it's mind-boggling, because as a 60-year-old woman, you should know better. Like you should have more within yourself as a woman. But when you've been stuck in the house up under a man, I really don't see how she could relate. But that one question that they kept saying, well, why won't they let him go? Why the hell won't he leave? Shut the hell up. Ask him why he won't leave. They tried to downplay the revenge P like it was nothing. They try to make all the issues and everything that Martel does to Melody very small. Okay, so he cheated. Get over it. It ain't like he just went out one night and had an affair. This carried on for years. Not only did it carry on for years, the woman that he was cheating with was online disrespecting his wife. Speaking about this woman, calling her slow, calling her stupid. Lying to the world, telling us that Martel was the one with the money. And without him, Melody would be nothing. Throwing shade and shots at her kids. And you say, let it go? I don't wish bad on nobody. But, and this is a big, I don't wish bad on nobody. Especially no woman, no black woman. But Sharrell, the things that this woman has said out of her mouth and how she feel, I really wish, hope and pray that one day she get a taste of this. I don't want Perry to go cheat on that woman. I don't want for him to go out and have outside kids. But I want for her to feel what Melody was feeling in that moment. And maybe she would be able to relate. Because it's like sometimes people don't get it. They don't get certain things until they have to endure it themselves. Whoo, Lord. We're going to keep our eyes and ears open, y'all, because it don't look like this going to end anytime soon. I don't know what B. Sharrell got with Melody. But, baby, it's deep. It's deep. It's deep.